muscly and
Yeah.
like he's from the outback or something.
He's a cowboy.
Oh, get this now.
Self-proclaimed cowboy.
Yeah, he came over and I had a cast iron skillet out and he said,
He's the one that was trenching by your place.
oh, yeah.
That's true.
He wanted my cast iron skillet.
He wants a little bit of everything from everyone.
Yeah.
If you leave it out, he might take it.
It's been a trend.
He has new friends.
I think he took one of Nicholas's water bottles and one of his pairs of sunglasses.
Like Addison, I think.
Oh yeah, that was Addison.
He worked on Quaker Oats. They have a farm that was, I don't know, 12,000 acres or something, and they farm it all with horses.
Wow.
So,
He's really a cowboy.
yeah, and you don't know how many of his stories are true, but he said, oh yeah, I made my own saddle for my horse. You know, we just killed a cow and put the leather in it, and then you're thinking, well, that seems a little hard to believe. And the next day he brings the saddle, and it's amazing. He had carved the wood horn and did all the leather work on it, and you could tell it wasn't like a store-bought saddle. It was,
I'd say it's like a 50-50 spread of truth and
yeah.
Well, he said, is your wet saw hooked up? And I said, yeah. And he says, can I use it? And I said, sure. And he takes a thunder egg over and starts sawing in half. I didn't know I could do thunder eggs on my wet
what is
saw.
a thunder egg?
It's a geode. It's like a rock. It's a sphere.
Crystals in it.
inside of it.
I think the hard part is knowing that there's anything inside, so you spend all this time cutting all these rocks apart.
Well, it's usually a surprise, isn't it? In some of them.
Hopefully you get a
Thank you,
surprise.
Paul.
Yeah.
Did you want some potato?
Put my arms in some fish.
You got a nice softball?
Smells like a bite or two.
Do you want some?
Must be big.
You know, it always amazes me when I come out here under the trees. Almost always a breeze, and I feel it's 5 to 10 degrees lower.
So for open Tuesday, what would be the time?
It's 1 to 4:30.
Very good.
And then do you do the supplies or do you do your own or what?
Well, if you have everything you need,
I have
bring it.
nothing.
Okay, then you get supplies from me.
David,
And
do you want to get your
make a-
instrument license or
basically
whatever?
make a donation for
Mhm.
the people.
I'm not looking forward to it though.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be really hard. Like very frustrating.
Just like the tests to be able to do it, or just
The
the
tests
process?
are really hard.
So you don't do a fee?
Most of your training is just flying going over. It's like not actually flying. You're either in a cloud or you're blinded.
I'm pretty,
Are they putting up a
But-
pole?
I have one lady who stays.
But then it's like anytime you see, you don't have to like, you're not as dependent on weather to be able to fly and stuff.
That's the thing. That's really the
Your
main
lessons
pursuit. Two parts. If I ever want to make a career, I need to do it.
Well, if it's
I'm not
during the
settled
open
on making a
studio,
career out of it.
there's no charge.
You'd be able to do it though?
I just guide you
If I ever get burned out by electrical,
You'll be able to
And
do
Nicholas Nana with
Is that what you do now?
And
Electrician stuff?
in,
yeah, I'm an electrician. So I went to school for that and everything. So
actually, no,
it's a pretty secure
where I
gig.
make the profit and stuff.
Yeah,
Excuse me, selling.
if I were to drop that and like start over as a flight instructor, flight instructors don't make
If you wanted
great
a
money,
lesson,
and that's
Really?
most of them make like 40, 50,000 a year. And that's like
Is that for private or if you do like,
almost all of them. And that's like going up with someone that could like white knuckle and hurt you. I feel like that happens at least once a year. Is some instructor dies because the student won't let go of the controls.
oh, for real?
People have panic, like they panic and then I think that happened the other week or two. There was a one where an instructor and a student went down and they
Yeah, we
just like
missed
spiraled down
falling on
in a really stable
Corey
plane.
last year.
But
Yeah. Boy, Corey.
I don't know. I think hazard pay should be a little higher.
Yeah.
Has it?
Oh, yeah.
But yeah,
You know where Deer
most
Island
people
is?
go into
So
flight
she
instructing to
rents
build
the whole
hours because you
Deer
need a
Island
lot of hours to
school.
get into like airlines or
Life
And
flight or
she
something
has
like
like
that.
Yep.
half of the building.
Would you want to do
It's
something like
the
that too?
old gymnasium.
I don't think I'd wanna do
It's a
airlines.
huge big room.
really
And
like
she
the idea of like
has, I don't
bush
know,
flying in Alaska or like air
12
taxi,
workstations
like
in
a
it,
six
and
8-seater
maybe 4
plane in
different kinds
Alaska.
of
Just
kilns
Wow.
and
You get
all
the one with,
sorts
like, the
of
little
supplies.
floats.
And she
Yeah, the
has
floats on the wall.
classes.
Yeah, so that's kind of
That'd be
nice.
so
Well,
fun.
it seems
I want to
like
get
almost
both
every weekend,
float
unless
endorsement
she's
and then tail wheel endorsement.
teaching in
So most
Arizona
planes have
or
nose gear, but
California or
a lot of the
someplace.
like fun planes and older planes are
And
tail
on
draggers,
top of that,
which is a lot harder to
she's
Really
fly.
different to fly.
been selling different equipment.
So yeah, you kind of have to fly on
for different
or land on
companies,
two
and
wheels
it's
all the
nice for her
time
to
and
have everything there and people
learn
buy
how to
it.
like lean back once you land.
Her business
And then it's
has
really hard
just
to fly
taken
those
off.
in like crosswinds.
And if you saw her work from, when she first showed here.
Yeah, I want to pursue that. But yeah, that's the biggest thing is
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I'd like to do more trips to Arizona, but
We loved her work
we
then,
planned
but
like a
her
4-day
work
trip to
now-
Arizona when I went.
Even
And it
imagine
ended up being like
I can't
7
even
because of
imagine
weather.
it being any better.
But
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like, see if you're like stuck somewhere, you just kind of stuck.
with the instrument, you can just
No,
not have
yeah.
to worry nearly as much.
I
You
need
can
one.
just punch through the clouds. But here in the Northwest, we have such heavy clouds half the year. It's pretty limiting.
Yeah, most artists can't make a living at it. And I don't know how much she makes this year. Doesn't want to stand.
I say this now, but yeah, I think
That's true.
part of it is
Oh,
just,
don't block the
I
camera.
don't ever want to become like complacent.
Flying at the
Like
school,
constantly
she's got bunk
try to
beds
better
up.
and
Growing,
learn.
learning new stuff with flyings.
I
And
just
so
seems
You
like
ever
you
want to learn
could
like
come
stunts and
into
stuff
work
too?
with her or
Yeah.
come in for the
think I
weekend
do.
and stay in a bunk bed.
Don't tell Tim and his plane though.
Oh,
Her business is just on
No,
gangbusters.
Only certain
The
planes can handle a
pandemic
lot of that
was
stuff.
really good for her business.
Like barrel rolls or whatever.
I definitely want to.
Making kits
I
and
want to go up with
selling
someone that
kits,
does it and see if
and she can't
it's for me
get
or
a
not.
lot of
Yeah,
requests for kits.
I might hate it.
Where does she live?
So do you go out
That'd
golfing
be
every
crazy,
week?
man.
St. Helens? Here.
Yes, I do.
Which, yeah, isn't
course
too
do you
far
Well,
from Deer Island.
We've been playing
Is
McKay
Deer
Creek.
Island- Deer
I'm
Island
gonna
Yeah.
play next Thursday.
Let me
I'm
know in the
playing
next couple
Close
weeks if you want to go.
Longview, and I think it's a,
I'm down.
just a little bit
Meriwether.
more
Where do you
north
usually
than
go to?
Longview. Yeah.
It's out of Hillsboro.
I
What's
played
that?
this morning with
Hillsboro Airport.
No, it's
Jim
Oh,
and
where do I go to?
my son John and
Like beach
my
or whatever.
grandson.
Yeah.
Father's Day game.
Yep.
I think my first flight with Nicole, I'm going to try to do
I think our friend Steve Hankins does
over
the
downtown
Merriweather one.